6:47 here on your Wednesday morning. It's now time for our Morning Cup of Joe segment. Sheriff Joe Lombardo's out today, so we're joined by Deputy Chief Andrew Walsh, who heads the Tourist Safety Division, which deals obviously with tourists. We have a few of them here in Las Vegas from time to time. Yeah. Is this a busy time of year for you guys on the Strip, Fremont Street, other parts of the Valley?
Yeah, the tourism industry, we really do see a big uptick between Memorial Day and Labor Day, obviously with people coming to town and families being out of school. But yeah, the Strip and Fremont Street, very busy this time of year.
Well, there's a lot of crime that we think of, maybe associate with this Strip, some small stuff. But what are some of the bigger issues that you're seeing these days on the Las Vegas Strip?
Well, I think you're right. I think the property crimes and then the things that make the tourism experience unhappy for people who come here when they see quality of life issues like panhandlers and water sellers and things like that. That creates an unpleasant experience for some folks. But the biggest challenge obviously is always going to be protecting that infrastructure that exists both on the Strip and downtown from anybody who's planning to do something really bad in our community.
And of course, a lot of that deals with dealing with the casinos themselves, their own security services as well. What's that relationship like? I know it's been sort of a very tight relationship for a long time.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without the partnerships we have with the casino industry, and we see them continuing to grow and expand and change their tactics and strategies and continually to work with us to make sure it's safe.
Let's talk about what's coming up very soon here, a long-planned police station we're talking about in Summerlin. How close is that to actually opening?
So we're getting close. The construction is moving quickly, and that'll open in January. So that'll be our 10th area command. Break up the valley a little bit more and make those other substations, the geographic areas they have to cover, much smaller. So that'll help us and help with the deployment of our officers.
Yeah, it's not just Metro broadly. Obviously, it's divided into a bunch of different area commands all across the valley.
So yeah, with 10 area commands and making them smaller geographic areas for the captains who are in charge of those areas and make it a little bit more strategic for them to focus their resources.
Now, a big focus, obviously, is coming up mainly on Monday. That's when most of the schools across Clark County open, CCSD, Faith Lutheran, all the schools. How is Metro preparing for back to school, to patrol those school zones, to make sure the kids get to school safe and the parents are safe, everyone gets to school on time and okay?
Well, we have a nationally recognized school violence initiative that we run through our Fusion Center, which includes the partnerships with all the other local jurisdictions, Henderson, North Las Vegas, obviously the school police, NHP, and I think the big thing is for people is to make sure that they want to know that their kids are going to be safe when they go to school. You just have to look across the country and see what's happening, and violence is obviously an issue. But the big thing for us is obviously making sure we have a presence that will deter anybody from thinking that a school is a soft target, and also making sure that the traffic safety component of this, we always see these stories. It's tragic that we still have to read the same story over and over and over again about a child on his way to or from school getting hit by a car. So it's really important that parents are engaged with having that conversation with their children about traffic safety, but also for the adults and the motorists and the people that are out there on the road. Watch out for the kids in the school zones. Those lights will be flashing, and we'll be out there to make sure that people are complying with the law.
Everybody's got to play a part, and I know we'll talk more about school safety coming up later on today. Thanks for coming in again this morning and filling in for the sheriff. If you have a question for Sheriff Lombardo or Metro Police, you can submit it at 8newsnow.com. You can find out if your question is answered every Wednesday. Good Day is back after